Yeah, what's good, y'all? It's your favorite Shaboing Poing Poing. It's your favorite Shaboing Galore, your favorite Shablickety Blow, your favorite. You have now been promoted. You are one of my elite employees. Anyways, today we will be talking about mental diet. I know I have videos on this. I love how my hair just always sticking up. I already have videos on this, but I know I have new followers, new subscribers that are coming from TikTok. Because if you know, my TikTok's bigger than my YouTube. But let's talk about mental diet. Let's get some things straight. That way, y'all can actually start getting y'all manifestation. So y'all know I have other videos on like wavering, using the 4x1 method, all of that. So I'm gonna try to bring it all together in one video so that you can get your mental diet on point and bridge the gap between getting your manifestation and not getting it. You feel me? So let's hop straight into it. What is mental diet? Mental diet is exactly what it sounds like. You know how in real life you go on a diet, you only consume certain foods, certain types of food. There's no other word for it. Like if someone's trying to lose weight, they go on a calorie deficit, or if you're trying to gain weight, you go calorie surplus, you eat more. Well, with a mental diet, it's what are you mentally feeding yourself? What are you spiritually feeding yourself via what are you paying attention to with your awareness? You feel me? Because a lot of people, let me not say a lot of people, but there's a significant amount of people who will be affirming something, doing a visualization, whatever it is, and they essentially neutralize everything they did by having a poor mental diet. So like they'll say their affirmations, they come out of it, and they're thinking against what they affirm, which is what wavering is. Wavering is thinking against or dwelling on what you've affirmed. And let me clarify this for a lot of y'all, because I see people ask, they're like, if I think one bad thought, is that wavering? No, wavering is when you're consistently thinking against what you affirmed, or you're constantly dwelling on the opposite. You feel me? It's not just dwelling on negative thoughts, but it's dwelling on the opposite. And that's why I wanted to make this video about mental dieting as well. Being on a mental diet, one, you should be on a strict mental diet as far as like what you're mentally feeding yourself. What are you mentally paying attention to? It doesn't just mean, oh, I'm not having negative thoughts. It also means, oh, I'm not having opposing thoughts. So like, let's say if you're manifesting an apartment or a new house, it would make no sense for you to be complaining about the current home or house you live in. That's, you feel me? Really dive into thinking from the end. That's what living from the end really means. It means thinking from the viewpoint of already having what you want. If you already have what you want, there's certain thoughts you wouldn't be entertaining. You feel me? So that's a big thing with mental diet. Some people think it's just not having negative thoughts, when in actuality, it's not having negative or opposing thoughts, or entertaining them. Let me let me word that in a way so y'all can understand it. People have negative thoughts. I experience negative thoughts. It's entertaining it. You feel me? And there's multiple, OG metaphysicians that I'll use in this video to back up what I'm saying. So first, I'll show what Neville Goddard says. You feel me? Let's see what Neville, my boy Neville, got to say, right? Because y'all love him so much. We come back, right? And then I'm gonna support it later in the video with what Ike got to say. But yeah, it's essentially that. Mental diet is very simple. It's very easy. The hard part for a lot of people is just actually applying it. It's sticking to what you're affirming, or what you're visualizing, what you're doing inner conversations for. That's the biggest part. And I always say 90% of the battle with doing mental diet or affirming for something, manifesting something, is just making a decision. Make a decision today. If you're manifesting something, make a decision. The worst thing you could do, in my opinion, is be in the middle. It's like being lukewarm. Because when you're lukewarm, it's like you're in the middle because you don't want to fail per se, but you're not sure if you're ready to succeed. So pick one. Either A, you're not going to have it and you're not going to waste your time trying to manifest it, or B, you're going to have it and you're going to do everything in your power to make sure you get it. And that's a revelation for a lot of y'all, and a lot of y'all need to start applying in your life. Make a decision, and even do this in your day-to-day life, even outside of you consciously creating something. And I think I said this in other videos. When you pick out your outfit, be decisive. When you go to the store to get whatever groceries you're getting, be decisive. When you go to a fast food restaurant, or you're going to a restaurant, be decisive. Pick what you want and stick with it. You feel me? That's the best thing you can do is being decisive. Being indecisive, especially when it comes to conscious creation, is probably one of the, I don't know how many deadly sins people say there are, but I know there's no rules per se, but there's some things that do trip y'all up, like being indecisive. Being indecisive is also what causes wavering. It causes people to not get their manifestation. So get on a strict mental diet. Stop entertaining opposing thoughts. Stop entertaining negative thoughts. It may sound the same, but they're slightly different. Opposing thoughts is like I was saying earlier, if you're manifesting a new home or new apartment, you wouldn't be complaining about the current house that you're in mentally. You feel me? Or if you're manifesting a car, you're not going to be complaining about walking. Even, I know a lot of people, if you're new, you're like, but that feels delusional. It's being intentional. That's the best way I could put this. Damn, the hoodie kind of tough though. Y'all probably seen this one before, but it's one of my favorites. But anyway, sidetrack. That's how you create. Your words, your thoughts, the things that you constantly entertain, they create. There's no other way to put that. I know a lot of people have, I gotta stop saying a lot of people, but realistically, outside of this community, there is a lot of people who don't understand this or would find this crazy if you told them. Their egos can't handle it. Spiritually, a lot of y'all get it, but people who haven't awakened to that level of understanding yet, they don't get it and they think it sounds crazy. But when you've had some experience with it, you know what the fuck I'm saying, you know what I'm talking about. It's literally what you think about the most starts creating. Your thoughts create beliefs, they create feelings, which start to manifest. So you gotta get to the root and start affirming, or whatever it is, inner conversations, making sure that you are on point in every thought that you're entertaining is in alignment with what you want to create. And even Reverend Ike talks about this, so I'll show the clip of what he says about this. So yeah, wrote a clip. And now that we're back, we can even talk about how Florence Scovel mentions mental diet. All the OG metaphysicians mention mental diet in one way or another. Florence Scovel has a chapter in her book called The Game of Life and How to Play It, and it talks about denials and affirmations. All of these different metaphysicians will tell you, what did Neville say? He says, deny your senses. Reverend Ike talks about denying anything that doesn't align with your God self. Even Florence Scovel, you deny anything that isn't your divine nature. You feel me? That isn't of something you would like to experience. And that's half people's battle. They're like, well, that feels delusional. When you're tired of experiencing bullshit, you'll actually put your foot down and test it out. You got to deny things that you don't want to experience, things that aren't of your true nature or what you would like to have or experience in your life. You deny them, you denounce them. You have the spiritual power to do that. If you are the operant power of your reality, like Law of Assumption states, that means you have the power to denounce things that no longer serve you. At one point, yes, these things might have served you in one way or another, but now, no. That shit gotta go. Hit the motherfucking road, Jack. You feel me? Get the fuck stepping. Y'all feel me? So, yeah, that's the whole thing about it. Like, and I'll probably put like a little excerpt of what Florence says. I don't think they have a lot of voice recordings of Florence, and even the ones that are, they're like, I think there's this girl named Lila from Nevolution that like reads them. So I'll just put like the excerpt of what Florence Scovel said about denials and affirmations and, putting negative thoughts to rest. You got to put them to rest. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You really got to put them to rest unless you're affirming. Even if you are affirming only my positive thoughts manifest, you have to affirm it and not waver and have a strict mental diet for that to become an assumption. So it's the same all across the board. Whatever you're manifesting, you have to put the negative and opposing thoughts to rest. And I want you to make it your mission. If you don't do nothing else, make it your mission to put those negative thoughts to rest. Even if there was no manifestation involved, there's no point in living. If we live in our minds anyway, there's no point in living in your mind and having a whole bunch of clutter in there. It's just like if you lived in your apartment or your house and it's always dirty, it just feels weird, don't it? Unless you just a dirty, nasty ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Unless you a dirty bitch. If you a dirty bitch, then hey, I ain't fucking with you. I'm sorry, I can't fuck with nobody who dirty. But y'all get what I'm saying. It's just like your house. Your mind is your spiritual home. So you might as well declutter it and make it a pleasant place to live, whether there was manifestation involved or not. But because we know there's manifestation and external results that follow, make it a fucking point to declutter your mind with the negative thoughts and the opposing thoughts. Really stand on business, and you can do that. I'm gonna conclude this video. You can do that with a lot of things that I post. The 4x1 method. Every one opposing or negative thoughts you notice, replace it with 4 positive ones. And really keep doing that. Keep standing on it. It's the art of correcting and redirecting your thoughts. It really do be that simple. It's just you gotta apply it. You gotta apply it consistently to see results. And the funny thing is, I've seen people get their manifestations within a couple of days when they actually start applying this and stop wavering and stop wondering how, when, where, the means, the ways, the means, the people involved, who has to do what. It is beyond finding out. And I've said this in multiple videos. You cannot find it out, so don't even try. Your only job is to hold the desire in your mind. That's it. That's your only job. That sounds like a simple job to me, you know what I'm saying? And the funny thing is, the more you do it, you're gonna have more belief and faith in it, so it becomes a lot easier. But you have to start somewhere. Whatever it is, whether you're doing SP, a home, money, a car, new friends, confidence, body appearance, whatever it is, you have to start somewhere to build your faith. And this is like one of the most crucial pieces. There's no other way for me to put it. Like, I talk about wavering, I talk about all these things. Mental diet brings it all together. You can affirm your ass off. If you're not having a good mental diet, bro, you're cooked. You're cooked. You're cooked. So get your mental diet together. As I always say, grab yourself by the nuts and let's get your manifestation. Apply the 4x1 method if you need to, but seriously, only entertain thoughts that are in alignment with what you would like to experience. And that's the end of my 12 minutes of yap. It's been your favorite Shaboing Boing, your favorite Shaboing Lloyd, your favorite Shablickety Blow, your favorite. You have been promoted. But anyways, I'm out. I'll catch y'all in the next one.